how's it going? It's that time of year again, and here I have my sketchbook. It is my 9th one. Yeah, here are all the stickers. Super duper cute. If you have any questions about them, just put it in the comment and I'll answer where I got the sticker from. But yeah, I think we should just hop right into it. So this actually embarrassingly took so long. Ignore the sticker there, that's just for safekeeping. But here's the first page. You can see this video on my channel. I started on the 17th of January and it ended on the 28th of November. Normally sketchbooks take me 6 months. This one took me like a year. And that's probably just because like VC and stuff have been a lot more busy. So yeah. This first page, this is just a draw this in your style. Yeah. And then this drawing, it probably honestly is it's like the second drawing I did in the sketchbook. It's like my favorite drawing. But it's Kiri from the second Avatar movie. I love Avatar. Well, particularly like the first movie. It was like my favorite movie growing up. So I was really happy to finally see the sequel come out. It's kind of a reprise of the first one, but I don't know. I really liked Kiri. So yeah, I hate this drawing. This is a cute little sketch. I was originally going to watercolor it, but then I got scared I was going to mess it up, so I've just left it as is. Kind of also hate this drawing. Then this is the spread this is one of the spreads I fixed in my fixing abandoned sketchbook spreads. So yeah, we've got like a bloopy and a fish saying meow. This is very like nautical themed originally because it just had this page and I wanted to fill in this spread. I've been way too obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom though, so hence the bloopy. But yes, that's this page. Then we got this. I actually quite like this page. I like all the little like doodles and then like the green, which is like complementary colored purple. And these sketches are quite cute. The dog looks a bit silly, but I really just can't draw dogs, so that's that. Just some sketches. These are done by my friend Angela. But yeah, so just some sketches. Grey lid sketches are always fun. I found them super like low pressure and stuff. So yeah. I hate this page, to be honest, with the exception of this little guy. I think he's quite cute. That's all I really have to say. I don't mind her either, so. This is another one that I kind of fixed in that one video, just because I hated some of these faces. Still hate some of them, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. These trees always look like they got like eyes, hence why I do these trees looking like they have eyes. And then some fairies. I was like experimenting with my style a little bit here, as you can see. So this is like more what I normally do, which is a little more like anime kind of inspired. This one's a bit different, and I quite like how it turned out, but I don't know, something about her face looks kind of silly, so yeah. This is like a collage piece, because I love to do collage, so that's what I did here. There's no deeper meaning to this piece other than I like collage, so that's what I did. It doesn't mean anything, but here's a closer look on the dude's face. Here's some sketches. These are all for like TikToks and stuff, which I have a TikTok, so go follow that, link in the description. And then these are just some dudes. I was watching a David Attenborough documentary and I got a load of these guys, crested orchids. They are so silly looking, so I like absolutely had to draw one. And then also draw warblers because they're always fun to draw. So silly. I kind of hate this, to be honest. I hate the colors they chose. Might attempt this in the future. Yeah. Some more random sketches. Yeah, grey lead again because it's super easy, super low pressure. More sketches. These are with one of my favorite ways to do sketches and stuff is like color erase pencils, then my freaking glitter pens, and either like a highlighter or this is my like mild liner. And yeah, I just think it looks so good. Because like compared to like how simple it is. So that's what this is. Okay, closer look. But yeah, so very simple, very easy, and I don't know, I just kind of like the way it turns out with like the slightly different hues of like the same color, and yeah, it's like super simple. So yeah, here's my Zelda spread. This is before Tears of the Kingdom came out, so yeah, we've got mostly Breath of the Wild Zelda with her long hair, and then like one with her short hair because she's super cute. I always love it when characters cut their hair, like Serena from Pokemon. She's so cute with the short hair, and I know my sisters like hated it, and I'm like, are you kidding me? She's so cute, and it's the exact same thing with Zelda here. I love her with the short hair. But yeah, I can't remember at the time if the Pure Pad had been revealed. I don't think so, hence why I drew the Sheikah slate. I think, no, yeah, that was later in the sketchbook where I drew the Sheikah slate instead of the Pure Pad, just because I really hate the Pure Pad, and the Sheikah slate's way cooler. Like, I hate it when games try to implement their like console into the game, because the Pure Pad, it's literally just a Nintendo Switch, you know? So yeah, that's that. Here I drew some of the Sanrio Animal Crossing characters as humans, because I thought that would be super cute. I don't know why the paper got so warped here. It's just pencil, it's not like watercolor or anything. But that's Marty. We've got Chai, Etoile, Toby, and then Chelsea. I didn't do Rilla, in case you noticed. And why? Because I hate Rilla with a burning passion. I know I wouldn't be drawing the gorilla form with her, I'd be drawing the human version, but I just can't stand her. Can't stand her anyway. Here we just got some more random sketches. I really like her. She turned out quite cute. I mean, everyone is a sucker for a dumb looking fish. And then a boyzoy, of course. A boyzoy. I don't know. Here's another spread. Watches the Kingdom, of course. I was absolutely in love. I have like this dorky ass photo on my phone of this that I referenced with these because I didn't have any storage like on my Switch to take a screenshot. But when I saw these characters with like the backpacks trying to reach his friend, and then I saw her. Oh, I just melted. so cute. Yes, we got Link. I kind of hate this drawing. It's so like improportionate. Like I don't know what's going on, but yeah. And then we've got the lady, Pura herself. I think she looks so cute as an adult. Oh my gosh. Yes, I can't wait to continue playing the game. These are just some like random sketches from all over the place. There's not much to really say about them. Some of my favorites, probably just anything that's Ponyo, honestly. I like how this one turned out, and I also really like how this one turned out, even though it's pretty basic, like 3/4 view. It's just something about it that I like. I think I just really like leaving the pupils like light or white. Yeah, I just think it looks good. This thing, I'm trying to be more like psychedelic kind of, not really, but just, yeah, just for something different. But yeah, I quite like how it turned out. I wanted to make him look really cunning, and I think I got that across, so yeah. Here are some little sketches of my mooties on TikTok. They're profile pictures, so if you want to, you know, go follow me and I'll follow you back. And then again, Link from A Tears of the Kingdom. I love Luffy's hair. At first I thought it was kind of weird, but you know what? It's grown on me a heap. So that's that. I also really love the Skylands. I love exploring the Skylands, which is really weird because I thought there'd be bigger parts and they did not advertise the depths at all. And I really thought there was going to be a lot more Sky Islands, but there isn't, which is kind of a shame because I love their aesthetic with all like the yellow and stuff. This spread is a bit silly. I quite like this page actually. I really like the composition and the balance of the colours and all that. I think I managed to pull it off, and of course it's got a stupid phrase on it, but at this point, how is that not on brand for me? Here's a couple art trades I did on TikTok. I don't like horror, so this was kind of a challenge. This is like the only one that turned out good. I ended up like liquefying this one and stuff because like, what the hell is that? And then this one I really enjoyed. I think she turned out super cute. I added the jumper just because like the anatomy was not going like 100% to plan, so I'm like, he doesn't have an oversized jacket. I need to stop doing that. Here are some of Love to Draw Manga's OCs from her webcomic, My Next Door Neighbors. So you got Annabelle, Emmett, which I love Emmett. He's my favorite, I reckon, but this drawing is awful. Then we got Brayson and Faith, Chase and Doris, and of course, Zeke. Oh, Zeke. Here's another spread from that, like, you know, abandoned sketchbook spreads. This one I didn't like as much, but I did this again with like sticky notes and notes that I'd made throughout the year with like school and stuff, and I pasted them in, put some sketches over, and yeah, I like the way it turns out. And then this was like just for like TikTok again, so it's kind of emo. But yeah, I just want to put the attention all on this guy. I love drawing little derpy dudes with like these little face, with these little like eyes and no nose. I think that looks so cute. But anyways, this was referenced from a picture where Link grabbed one of those like explosive barrels and yeah, and then he held it up to like a cooking pot and it said cook. I just thought it was funny, and I love Link. Of course, this guy looked a little bit more like a Lonk though, to be honest. And then like a little fairy girl. They're supposed to be butterfly wings, but I think because it's in Greylo, they look more like mossy, but that's fine with me. Here we've got some more sketches. Wait, did I skip a page? Yeah, I did. I was just about to say. That was so confusing. So here we have a spread that I fixed. We got a stabby little master sword, a pile of Koroks, Jacob's ladders, got a statue, just little bits and pieces. These are from, hold on, I can grab one. They're like this, because they're from those like silly surprise balls, and I think the packaging is so cute, so I wanted to use it. However, it doesn't really work because they're like spherically like curved and shit. I don't know words. So they like get bubbles and stuff because I can't lay flat because they're not flat. So yeah, kind of annoying, but oh well. So this page, I'd drawn this page, and then I hadn't colored this page yet, and I was gonna do watercolors, but I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, because if I do watercolors, that color from the like the other side is gonna bleed through. So I ended up having to kill my wrist and do colored pencils, which I did enjoy, but my god, my hand is not the same after that. But yes, we just got like a little Kirby, random cat, chungus goldfish, a korok, mushrooms underwater for whatever reason. I don't know. So yeah, again, we just got some more stuff. This was literally just for TikTok. I have a digital speed paint of this one up. So this was like the original like sketching stuff. So yeah, I liquefied his face and other parts of it a lot though, because I kind of messed up. Like, look how long this arm is, look how demented his face is, and I definitely helped making it less demented, but it's still kind of demented because this is not my usual style, as you can tell. This page has got a bunch of eyes and then some like random drawings. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I hate all of these except for the cocky. I love cockatoos, they're so cute and they're such a staple of Australia. Like, you kind of forget you're in Australia until you hear the like gut-wrenching sound of so yeah. Here we've got some more. I actually really love how these isopods turned out. I drew this in the abandoned sketchbook spread video and I really like how they turned out. They're really quick, but I really enjoyed it. So these were also from like TikToks, and then this was just a page. I was really in the mood to use like my like gel pen and stuff. This is also a poem I wrote, but it's like the shortened version of it because hell no, I'm not gonna write the whole poem out in the sketchbook. It took way too long. Here we've got some drawing dogs because I suck at them. But I actually really like how most of these turned out, to be honest. Yeah, they're really cute. I mean, with the exception of Sky. He has seen things, that is for sure. But yeah, I think they mostly turned out, yeah, quite cute. So yeah, that's that page. Just got some like random sketches and stuff. So yeah, TikTok. This was on one of my like practice exams. This was not for me, it's just for the teacher, and the person handing it to me just left it on there. So I was just stick it there. These are some like random like stock images that I drew. Then just some random sketches. Yeah, that's that. Now here's Inktober. I'll whiz through this because I have a whole video on that. But here's just the drawings up close a little bit better. Inktober, I forced myself to do it this year because it was at the same time as my exam season, which wasn't the wisest thing to do, but the prompts were alright, so I did want to do it, but I probably shouldn't have, because most of these drawings I do really not like. Whereas if you go back a couple of years where I wasn't as good, but like I was alright still at drawing, and I love almost every single drawing that I did then because I genuinely, you know, I was enjoying it, I was doing it every single day, except I finished 15 days early, so we didn't talk about that though. But yeah, so most of them I really enjoyed how they turned out, but that is not the case here, and that is likely because I was forcing myself to do it in the time crunch that I had between, you know, using all my free time, where I wasn't studying as, like, exams. I'm messing up this audio so much, it's actually kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so all the free time I had where I wasn't studying, I was drawing, and it was kind of gross. This is like the only drawing I like, of Misa. Adorable. And this one's pretty cool too. They've never played Operation, so that's kind of crazy. It's not really too much to say about these, to be honest, other than, yeah, they're my Inktober drawings. If you want to see like explanations for these in more detail, check out the Inktober video on my channel. Yeah. Now here's the page I was talking about before with all the notes. These are my more detailed notes, it's a bit more filled out. And yeah, I think this one turned out a little bit better. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's maybe just a bit more crowded, a bit more feeling to the eyes. This was also a TikTok. That is literally my whole life has become. No, but TikTok is actually so easy. I post every single day, because it is so low effort, which is sad, but that's the case. Like, I'm decently getting like a decent amount of followers, just steadily building it up. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. They always say as well that you put a little bit of yourself into every artwork, and clearly she inherited my broad ass shoulders, because holy crap, look at those! Yeah, I am very broad, and I put that down to being a swimmer, so yeah, she's very, very broad, probably a bit too broad. But yeah, I like this spread, I think it looks cool. The lighting's like really uneven, I probably should have filmed this somewhere else. But yeah, we got like a moth girl, my musk on her down, happy I am to be here. I think I was referencing something. Like, I definitely think that was referenced from the last coffee bean, I think. I love her artwork, it's just so inspiring to me. But yeah, I hate that, oh my god. Yeah, so that's what a lot of these are, just like random sketches and stuff. And here we have the final page. There you go. Goodbye. And she's blowing a kiss if it's not apparent. I tried to let some of the sketch show through so you can kind of see like the dimensions or whatever I'm trying to say. You know, you could see that she didn't have like really stubby fingers, and it was like, you know, pointing the perspective, you know. Anyways, that is this sketchbook. I enjoyed it. Obviously I kind of abandoned it throughout the year. There were huge gaps in there. The dates are all on the page, so I don't know. Maybe try to see it. But yeah, so I'm now on to my next sketchbook. I definitely think I might film actually the process of putting the stickers on, because that's always fun. Although I do update it like throughout the year when I get some new stickers and stuff. It's like a really fun part, and I think people might want to see that. And if you have any questions on where some of the stickers are from, give me a comment below, because I'm not 100% on all of them, because some of them were gifted, some of them are from these like packs and stuff, others I bought myself, and yeah, so they're from all over the place. So I'll give it my best go trying to remember where I got all of them from, because yeah. If you've made it this far, consider maybe liking and commenting and subscribing. I don't know, I really hate saying this still. I find it so cheesy, but you know, they say it works, so I'll give it a shot. Go, do it right now. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, YouTube does that weird thing where it like glows it up. That scared me so bad the first time I saw that happen. But anyways, I'm rambling. I'll see you soon. Bye.